all of you. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Learn with Time. So in today's video, we will be discussing about top 30 SQL advanced level interview queries and answers. So if you are attending any of the interviews for software developer, there might be a questions or there might be a queries on SQL. So these queries we will be discussing in today's video. So in the previous videos, we have gone through the simple or basic level queries and moderate level queries. So in today's video, we will talk about advanced level queries. So if you are attending any MNC companies or product based companies, there might be a chances of asking these type of questions. So let's start with the queries. So are these are top 20 SQL queries. So these are advanced queries. So let's see one by one. Already I have solved these queries. So first query is list the employee number, employee name, salary, D name, experience and annual salary of the EMPs of the employees working for department 10 and 20. So let me show you all the data present in EMP1 table and department table. So if I view the data, so this is the data present in EMP1 table and department table. So in EMP1 table, so employee number, E name, job, MGR, hire date, sal, commission, department number and email. So in again in department table we have department number, D name and location. So let's work on it. So what is this query about? So we have to find employee number. So employee number is present in EMP1 table. So I have used alias name. So alias name for table number 1, that is EMP1, A dot EMP number, then A dot E name, A dot sal. So this is the data present in one table, that is employee. Then also we want to know the department name. So this department name is present in table number 2, that is department. So D name. So I have given alias as B dot D name. Then what they have asked is they ask us to calculate experience. So experience, to calculate experience we will be using round function. So already we have gone through the functions, that is inbuilt functions. So if you don't know about the function, you can watch our previous video, that is inbuilt function. So this will be present in the math function. So round, so we'll round this particular value. So months between, so I want to know experience. So we can get the experience from months between sys date. So sys date means present date, today's date, comma A dot hire date. So in table number 1 we have hire date column. So in this hire date and sys date, we if we take difference, then we will get exact experience in months. So we have months between function. Again, if you don't know about the functions, you can watch our previous video about math function, date function. So in that video we have explained all these functions in detail. So we are providing two parameters, that is sys date and hire date. So it will do the subtraction and I am dividing this function by 12. So it will get, we will get the experience in years. So this total value will be round up to the single digit, or we can say we will get the value in round up form as experience. So this is the alias name. So as experience, then again what we want to know, after experience we want to know annual salary. So A dot annual salary, how to calculate annual salary? So A dot SAL into, so this salary is in days. So this is 5,000 per day, salary is 5,02850. This is salary per day. So I am multiplying this by 30 into 12 as annual salary. So this will be converted into annual salary from EMP1 table A, that is alias name which we used, then department B, where A dot department number is equal to B dot department number. And so by this we have connected the two tables, that is EMP and department. We have connected by the common columns, that is department number of column 2 and department number of column 1. And A dot department in, so the department should be 10 and 20. So this is mentioned in the query, in the example, in the question. So that's why we are using this as department 10 and 20. Now let's try to run the query. So if we run the query, we'll get the desired output. So this is our desired output. So this our output gives, this query gives us this particular output. So this is the answer of this first question. Now let's move to the second question. So we will erase the console. Now the second question is, list the employees whose jobs are same as Blake or salary is more than Ford. So let's see how we can solve this query. So select star from EMP1, so employee table, where so job will be same as Blake. So where job in, so in operator we are using. So in subquery we are writing as select job from EMP1, where e name is equal to Blake. So whatever the job of Blake is having, this will be given in this particular query. Or so salary is more than Ford, so salary greater than, select sal from EMP1 where e name is equal to Ford. So the Ford, whatever the salary is there, this salary will be compared with the other salaries. So let's run this query. If I run this query, we will get the desired output. So these are the employees whose job is same as Blake and salary is more than Ford. Also, let's take a look on another query I have used here. You can see this part. So what this part says, let me show you. So select star from EMP1 again, where job in. Select job from EMP1A, where a dot ename is equal to Blake and a dot emp number is not equal to emp1 dot emp number. Why this condition is used? Because by using this condition, so Blake, record of the Blake will not come. In this particular query, we are not allowing to take the record of Blake or Sal. Again, these queries are same. Only the change in this query I have done is I have added this part, that is and a dot employee number. So this query belongs to employee a table. So a dot employee number is not equal to emp1 dot emp number, means this particular query. So main query. So from main query, employee number should not be equal to the sub query employee number of the subquery. So let's try to see the difference. So this is the output of the second query, which will not fetch the Blake record. So this is the record. Now let us compare the two queries. Let me run the both the queries at once. So if I run these two queries at once, you will see here, yes. So this is output of first query and this is output of second query. So first query, if I look at the first query, you will see the Blake is coming. So if you want to come, if you want the record of Blake should come, then you can use the first query. And if you don't want to show the Blake record, then you can use the second query, in which you will say there is no Blake. So in the first query the Blake is there, in the second query no Blake is there. So this is the difference between two queries. So to avoid Blake, you can simply write over here that a dot employee number is not equal to employee number of the subquery. So I hope this part is pretty much clear. So again, this is a very important question from interview perspective. So let's move on to the next question number 3. So the question number 3 is, list the employees whose sal is greater than the total remuneration of the salesman. So we have to do the addition of the all remuneration of the all employees. So let me show you the data of EMP1. So this is our data on which we will be working. So this is our data. So select. So what do we want? E1. So E1 is alias name. E1 dot star. So all records I want to fetch from EMP1. E1 is alias name. Where E1 dot sal. Now what is our condition? So where condition? Sal is greater than total remuneration of the salesman. So sal greater than, into subquery I am writing. Select sum. So annual function, again there is inbuilt function, built-in function, that is annual. So again we have prepared a separate video on other functions, that is miscellaneous function. So this annual function is one of them. So sum, I want to do the sum of all the remuneration that might include commission or salary. So you can see this is the sum of summation of salary and commission. So we are doing the addition. So sum. So annual function, why annual function is used? Because so annual function takes two parameters. So if the salary is null, it will replace the value by 0. If salary is not null, it will take the same value. Plus again annual function, E2 commission. E2 dot commission, again commission column we are adding. If commission is null, suppose this value is null, then it will replace it by 0, so that the addition will be very easier. If E2 dot commission is not null, it will take the same value as it is. So this will do the addition from EMP1 E2. So this is the employee 2 for this we have used in the subquery. So employee 2, sorry, EMP1 E2. Then where E2 dot job. where job is equal to, so this column job is equal to, so what is our condition? So it should be salesman. So job is equal to salesman. So I repeat the query once again. See here, select E1 dot star means we are going to fetch all the records. So E1 is alias name from EMP1 E1 where E1 dot sal. So salary is greater than. So as per requirement or as per condition in the question, we have taken sal greater than. Select sum, that is total information. So annual function we have used, salary plus commission we are adding from EMP1 E2 the subquery where E2 dot job is equal to salesman. So if you run this query, we will see the output. Yes, so this output is coming. So these are the employees whose salary is greater than total remuneration of salesman. So this is the output. Now let's see what if there is a question, there might be a similar question, and if they ask you to take case that maximum from all the employees in the salesman. So in this case, in the previous case, we have done the sum. We have done the calculation or we have done the summation of salaries and commission. So in this case, if there is another case, like if the question is like max from all the employees in the salesman. If this is a change, only you have to make here change. We have to make change in the subquery that instead of doing sum, you can use the max function. So let's see what would be the desired output. So if I run the query, you will see the desired output. So these are the some employees who have salary greater who have salary maximum greater than maximum of the salesman. So this is the output. Now let's move on to the next question number 4. List the employees belongs to the department accounts and research whose sal is more than black and experience is more than fold in the ascending order of experience. So let me show you the data of tables 2, that is EMP1 and department. So this is EMP1 data and this is department data. So let's work on the query. So this is the question. So let's take a look on the question. List employees belongs to the department's accounts. So select. So from first table we want employee number, employee name. So this is the first table. Employee number, employee name and hire date. Then from the second table we want department name from EMP1A department B alias name where A dot department is equal to B dot department. So for joining purpose we have used in the where clause. Then and so what is our condition? So these employees belongs to departments accounts and research and B dot D name in. So in operator we have used which accounting should be there or research can be there. And again salary is A dot sal is greater than. So whose salary is more than black. Select sal from EMP1 where E name is equal to black. So this subquery will fetch the salary of the black and it will compare with this original sal. If this is the greater sal of each employee is greater than the salary of black, then only the record will come. So this is the meaning of this particular line. Next line, and again what is the case? uh, and experience is more than four. So and higher date. So higher date should be less than. Select higher date from the EMP where ename is equal to 4. So this subquery will return the higher date from EMP1 where employee name is equal to 4. So 4's higher date will return. So we are comparing each employee with this higher date of the 4. If higher date is less of particular employee of the 4, then the result will come. Means it says that this particular employee is having more experience. This was hired earlier than the 4. Then we have to order it by higher date in descending order as per requirement in the question. So let's try to run this query. If I run this query, let's see whether we are getting the desired output or not. So this is the desired output. So you can see there are 3 records, or you can say only single record is there. We are having duplicate records, so that's why it is showing duplicate records. So if you want to see only one record, you can use the unique here. You can use unique over here, right? So whatever we are discussing these queries, I am providing these queries in the description box. So I will provide detailed notes of these queries. Don't worry. So you will get the link in the description box. Now question number 5. List the employees who are senior to the most recently hired employee. So again, let's take a look on two tables, that is EMP1 and department. So these are the two tables. So what we want, list the employees who are senior to the most recently hired employee. So select star from EMP1. So we will fetch all the data from employee number, employee table, where higher date. Now higher date should be less, means it will show that this is the senior. Higher date should be less. Now in subquery, what we have written here, select maximum higher date from the EMP. So from this table, from this column, we will get who was recently hired. So max represent recent value of higher date, means the employee will be hired recently. And what was the case? Recently hired from the employee and working under king, whose MGR is king. So and MGR. So this is manager ID. So MGR in select employee number from EMP1 where E name is equal to king. So this manager. So this is manager ID. Now let's show. Let me show you here. Suppose this is employee ID. Blake is present. So Blake is working under manager 7839. Now let's check who is having 7839. So the manager name we will get from here. 7839 is, so 7839 is this king. So this Blake is having manager ID 7839. So 7839 is this particular king. So king is manager of the Blake. So like this, if I look into this query, so and manager. So what was our case? Most recently hired employee and working under king. So MGR in. So MGR is equal to select employee number from EMP1 where E name is equal to king. So we know that manager is king. Right. So we have to know, we have to find out the employees who are working under only the king. So if we run this query, we'll get the output. Let's check. Yes. So these are the two employees who are senior to the most recently hired employee and working under king. So this is the answer of the question number 5. Now let's move on to the question number 6. So question number 6 is list the details of employee belongs to the New York except president who whose salary is greater than the highest paid employee of the Chicago in a group where there is a manager and salesman not working under the king. So this query is little bit vast, or we can say it is lengthy. So let's try to solve in part. So we have to find all the details of the employees. So select star A dot star from EMP1. So we know employee table. A is alias name. Then again department B also. So again all the records will be fetched from department B also, where A dot department B is equal to A dot department number is equal to B dot department number. So we have to join the two tables, and B dot location is equal to New York. So in the second table, let us take a look on the original tables. Let me paste here. Okay, let me show you the original tables. So these are the original tables, that is EMP1 and department. So as per condition, okay. So let's see one by one. So as per condition, list details of employee. So I have taken employee details where department A dot department is equal to B dot department number and B dot location. So from the second table we have location is equal to New York. So it has been mentioned in the question only that employee belongs to location New York except president. So location, this one condition we had written, and also except job. So and except president. So and A dot job. So in table number 1 we have job column in which the president is present. So A dot job not in, which is not equal to president. So this is the condition of this president. Next, whose salary greater than, and we have written next condition, and salary greater than highest paid employee of the Chicago. So Chicago, we have to know the maximum salary of the employee who is present in the location Chicago. So we have written sub query, that is select max sal from EMP1A department B where A dot department is equal to B dot department. Again, in the subquery, we have joined the two tables, right? And B dot location is equal to Chicago. So specific, the employee who is working under in the Chicago location, his maximum salary will be known. And what was the again condition? Sal should be greater than highest paid employee of the Chicago in a group where there is a manager and salesman, and we have used and condition. So in the from the first table we can know the in the from the job column we will know the manager and the salesman. A dot job in, so it might be a manager or salesman. So this is the condition. So in a group where there is a manager and salesman not working under the king. So this much is the sub query. Then again and MGR not in. So MGR, why this MGR is used? Because last statement is not working under king. So the manager should not be king of this particular employee. So and MGR not in. Select employee number from the EMP1. So employee number subquery we have written where e name is equal to king. So MGR is not equal to, so this MGR is not equal to select employee number from EMP1 subquery where e name should be king. So this will not equal to this MGR, means it will show that this employee is not working under this manager. So if you run this query, so let us run the query. Yes, so these are the two employees from this particular condition. From this case we have retrieved the two employees who satisfies this condition. So I request you all that when I provide you all the material in the description box, you can copy all the material and you can do at UIN. You can do practice at UIN. Then and then only you will understand all the concepts. So about this table, employee table, you will get on the internet. You will get this employee table as it is. You can take this table from there. Also department table you will get there. If you don't get this employee and department table, I will provide in the description box. Don't worry. Okay, fine. So this was the question number 6. Then let's move on to the question number 7. So the question number 7 is list the employees whose salary is more than 3000 after giving 20% increment. So let's see the table of employee 1. So employee 1 table is present. Now select star from EMP1. We are fetching all the records where salary. So what is the case? Salary after giving 20% increment, it should be more than 3000. So after giving 20% means salary should be multiplied by 1.20. It will get 20% increment. Then this should be greater than 3000. So let's run this query. So if you run this query, you will see the output. So these are the employees whose salary is more than 3000 after getting the increment of 20%. So you can see the salary column. So this is the answer. Now question number 8. List the name, salary, commission for those employees whose net pay is greater than or equal to any other employee salary of the company. So let's see how to solve this particular query. So select e dot employee table we have. So e dot e name, e dot sal, e dot commission from EMP1 table alias name e, where again we have used NVL2 function. So also again we have miscellaneous function or other functions we have NVL2. Now what this NVL2 will do? So NVL2 has three parameters. So this is one parameter, this is second parameter, and this is third parameter. Now let me explain you about NVL. If this particular first column is null, if this commission column is null, it will take the value of last third argument. If commission is null, it will take the third argument. Means if commission is null, it will take only salary. If commission is not null, it will take the second argument, that is salary plus commission. It will add salary plus commission. So likewise we can do the addition of commission and the salaries based on the null values, right? So when you are doing the addition of all, it should be greater or equal to any other salary of employee in table. So any, we have used the keyword as any. Select sal from EMP1. So let me repeat the query. So see what is the requirement. List the name of employee, sorry, list name, salary, commission for those employees whose net pay, as the net pay is written, that's why we had done addition of commission and salary. Net pay is greater than or equal to any other employee salary of the company. So this shows the salary of any other employee is less than this particular net pay. So select e name, e sal, e commission from the EMP1, where annual 2 function, by annual 2 function we had done the addition. If you have doubt about annual 2 function, you can watch our previous video about built-in functions. In miscellaneous or other functions, you will get the concept about annual and annual two. So if you run this query, let's see what is the output. Yes, so these are the some employees whose net pay is greater than or equal to any other employee. So let me maximize. So these are the employees. Name, salary, and commission I have fetched. So this is the answer of this particular query. Now let's move on to the next question number 9. List the employee whose sal less than his manager but more than any other manager. So we have to know the employee whose salary should be less than his manager but more than another managers. So let's see how the output will come. Select star from AMP1 A. Then we have used the self join concept. See here we are joining the same table with same table. Same table EMP1A with EMP1B. So self join we had done over here. Where A dot manager. So let me show you the data of our original table. So let's select star from EMP1. So this is our original data. So let's see how the join is done. So select star from EMP1A, EMP1B means self joining is done. Where A dot MGR is equal to B dot employee number, right? And and A dot sal means salary of employee is less than B dot sal means salary of manager. And A dot sal means salary of employee is greater than any other salary of managers. So any, we have used the keyword called any. Then in subquery select sal from EMP1 where EMP number in. So I want the salary of any manager. So that's why employee number in. Select MGR from EMP1. So when you are selecting MGR, you will get details of manager, or we can say salary of manager. So this will be compared with the original salary. So if you run this query, we'll see the output. So this is the output. So in this output, there is no such employee who is having less salary than his manager, but more than other managers. So that's why it is not showing any output. Right. So let's move on to the question number 10. Find out list 5 earners of the company. So the list 5 earners means salaries of list 5 employees who is list. So how to find this? Let's see one by one. Select. I have used row number. So again, there is one more video in our playlist about rank function or partition and so on. You can watch the video about this rank function or row number or row ID. So row number, we are fetching unique serial number of the each and every row. Rank as rank, employee number, e-name, job, salary we are fetching from. So from instead of writing table name, we had written the subquery which specifies that select star from EMP1 order by sal in ascending order. So directly we are sorting data or we are taking the table in sorted manner of salary in ascending order. Where row number is less than 6 means only 5 rows will be fetched. As we are fetching list 5 earners of the company, when you are writing this less than sign of row number less than 6, it will fetch only 5 records. So that's why I have printed here row number. So if I run this query, you will see the output. So these are the rank. So it will show the serial numbers. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. The employee number, e-name, job, and salary shown. So these are the list 5 earners of the company. So 800, 800, 950, 1000, and 1000. Now let's see one more. We have one more case. We have used one more method. Now let's compare the two methods. In this case, you will observe that this returns the value, like you can see salary is 8,800, 800. So the duplicate salary is also fetched, right? Again 1000 and 1000. So in this case we are not getting top 5 earners. If the duplicate records are there, it should be taken as 1, right? If 800 and 800 present for the 2 employees or 3 employees, or there might be a 10 employees who is having same salary. So this should be counted as 1, right? Now, similarly, if 1000 salaries present of particular employee, and if such employees are 5 or 6, or might be more than 100 also, if the records are more than 1 billion, or it might be in crores, so in that case there might be duplicate values for the salaries. So this query will not give you the desired output, so it will not be the correct output. So let's work on it. So what we have done is, we have one more method. I am using the CTE concepts. So again, if you don't know about the CTE concept, you can watch our previous video. So I will explain uh, in short about the CT concept. So I have prepared one CT concept. So this will fetch all the records together, and from this record we can apply the select statement, right? So with syntax we have, with CTE adds, what I want, select dense rank. So what this dense rank will do, it will group together all the duplicate records of the salary, and it will give only one particular number. Suppose this 800 and 800 two records are there. For these two records, it will give only one number. Likewise, 1000 is present. For this 1000 present only, 1000 salary, it will give only single value of row number value. That is unique value. It will consider all the duplicate values. So when I run this query, you will understand. So rank, so see the syntax of dense rank function. Again, there is another video, separate video on the rank or dense rank or partition. You can watch our previous video. So select dense underscore rank over, you have to write keyword into bracket order by sal. So I am applying this dense rank over the salary, as I want top, uh, I want list earners of the employee of the company. That's why I am applying this rank dense on the salary. Order by sal in the ascending order as rank. So I have given as rank. EMP number. Then next I want EMP number, e name, job and sal from EMP. So let me show you only this part. Let me show you only this part so that you will understand. For better understanding, I will run only this sub part of the city. So if I run this, you will see the dense rank is generated considering the duplicate salaries. So 800 and 800 is present. So for this two, it had generated a single row number, that is 1. Similarly, 950 is unique record. So this salary is unique record, 2 number is generated. Likewise, now 1000 record is there. So 2000 records are there. So that's why only unique record, that is 3 is present, 3 is generated. So again 3 will be same for the second 1000 value. Likewise, 1250 is present for 1, 2, 2 times. Again, the same number is generating. So this is how the rank function works. Dense rank function works. Now this record we have got from the CTE. Now complete this bracket, close the bracket and select, write the select statement. So what data you want to fetch from this CTE? Let's see. Select A dot star from CTE where rank is less than 5. So if you are writing rank is less than 5, then it will fetch only the values up to this line, that is row number or rank 5. Up to rank 5 only it will fetch. Means this query will give you the desired output or correct output, exact output of top 5, or we can say list 5 employees or earners from the company. So let's run this query. If I run this query, you will see the output. So these are the employees, top list 5 employees or list 5 earners of the company. So 800, 800. So this is first salary 1, 2, this is 3, 4 and 5. So these are the list 5 owners of the company. So I hope this part is pretty much clear. So I will provide all this material about the queries, about the questions and answers in the description box. So I request you all that practice all these queries at your end for better understanding. So once you type by your side, you will get a clear idea. So this was the answer of question number 10. So now question number 11, that is list the name, salary, commission and net pay which is more than any other employees. So this is the requirement. So let's see how it comes. So select e name. So name is e name, salary, commission, COWM. Then we want to calculate net pay. So how to calculate net pay? So we will do the addition of commission plus salary. So again we will use annual to function. So how this annual to function works, already I explained in the previous query. So if commission is empty, it will take sal value, If commission is not empty, it will take second argument, that is commission plus salary. So likewise, the addition of the commission and salary will be done as net pay. So this is the alias name from EMP1, where what is our case? So net pay is more than any other employee. So this net pay should be more than any other employee. So again, I have used same net pay concept, that is annual 2 function, which should be greater than any other employee. So how to compare any other salary of employee? So we have keyword called as any. Any into bracket select sal from EMP1. So this will compare any salary with this net pay. So let us try to run this query. So if you run this query, you will get the output. All the employees will be present whose net pay is more than any other employee of this any other employee. So these are the any salaries of the employees, and this is net pay. So this is the answer of this particular question. Now next question number 12. List the first 50% of the cars of ename in lowercase and remaining are in uppercase. So first 50% should be in the lowercase and remaining should be uppercase. So this should be the output. So let's see the how we can convert this. So again, we have functions like string functions or character functions already we covered in the previous video. So if you have any questions regarding string or character functions, you can watch our previous video. So in this case, select, we want lowercase. So first 50% cars of ename should be in the lowercase. So we have used lowercase function. So lowercase function. So this is bracket. So in this bracket we have passed arguments. So lowercase. Now in lowercase we have used substring. So how this substring works? So this till here it is a substring. So let us learn about substring. So substring. So substring we will extract certain part of the string. So ename. So we are interested to extract string or chars from the ename from position 1, from position 1 2. So this second argument will represent the last position of the string. So I want position till. I have used one function, that is round function. So why round function? Because I want length of ename divided by 2, means I want 50% characters. So that's why I am rounding up the length of ename by 2, means it will get, suppose let's suppose we have ename of length. So length function will return total number of chars in the ename, right? So this is length function. Again we have coded all the functions in the previous videos. You can go and check out. So length function. So this length function will return all the characters present in the ename column. Suppose name is of 5 characters. So it will return 5. Again, I am dividing this 5 by 2. So this will round up the value. So 5 by 2, it will be around 2.5. So it will round up for 2 or might be 3. Right. So this will round up the value. So this is third argument for substring. So substring first argument is ename. So I want from ename, from first characters to the length by 2, I want the first 50% characters, which should be converted into the lowercase. So this was our first requirement. So this is the first requirement. Then we have used concatenation operator. So this is the vertical sign of concatenation operator. That is, you can see vertical line. So two lines are there. So this will concatenate the two strings. So now we had covered half part of the query, that is lowercase. 50% of the characters are in the lowercase. Now similarly we will be using simply uppercase for printing remaining 50% of the ename in uppercase. So uppercase function we have used. Again in uppercase sub function we have used, that is substring. So in substring again we have used ename, and this should start with length of ename by 2, means already we have used 50% of the string. Now after 50% of the string we will be using this remaining characters. So length ename by 2 plus 1. So purposely I have made plus 1 because already ename by 2 already it has been used by the previous case. So that's why I am doing by 2. Again you can use a roundup function. So let's use a roundup function. So I am using this round function for this ename by 2, and we are adding plus 1. So let's see the output. If I run this, yes, now you can see first half of the characters are converted into the lowercase and second half is converted into uppercase. So likewise you can see the Smith also. SMI first half is converted into lowercase and second half is converted into the uppercase. Right. So again Martin we have. So MAR in the lowercase and TIN in the uppercase. So this concatenation is done by using this operator. This is the sign of concatenation operator. So this is question number 12. So next question number 13 we have list the D name whose number of employees is equal to number of cars in the department name. So we have to list group all the employees with department name. We have to count employees in the department name, and this count should be equal to the characters present in the department name. So let's see how it works. So again we have to work with the two tables, that is EMP1 and department. So from table 2 we have department, so alias name b dot department name. From this department name I want to count all the employees in this particular department. So count star from AMP1 a comma department b. So we are joining the two tables where a dot department number is equal to b dot department number. So this is the common columns in the two tables. Group by department name, so it is grouped by department name. Having count star is equal to length of b dot department name. So let me show you the tables. So we have EMP1 table and department table is there. So let me show you the tables. So these are the tables present in our database. So this is EMP1 table and this is department table. So first we are fetching the department name. So this is department name. So this is second table. So that's why b dot department name. Then count star. So we are counting all the employees present in this particular department. Suppose this is 90 department or this is 10 department. So 10 department is having number of employees. So this is one employee, two, three. Likewise, the counting will be done. Four, five. Likewise, the counting will be done. So that's why count star is used. Then group by department name. So all the count should be grouped into the department name. So each department will indicate the number of employees present. So having count star should be equal to. So what was our case? This should be equal to number of characters in the department name. So count star is equal to length of b dot department name. So this is table b, second table. So b dot department name. So count will be will return the number of cars. So suppose this is our first column D name. So in this length will be 2. Likewise in this sales table 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be the length. So likewise it will uh, equate. It will try to compare the length of department name with this total count. So let us run this particular query and see what is the output. Yes, there is one department. So new department is having 3 count and which is equal to number of department, length of department name, that is 1, 2 and 3. So length of new is 3 and count is also 3. So this is the output of the query. So let's move on to the next part. Okay, I will keep this as it is. So again, this is needed for the further queries. So I will keep this as it is. These two tables, right? Now, question number 14. The name, list the name of department where highest number of employees are working. So highest number of employees in which department are working, that we have to list. So again, select a dot department number from table 1. This particular column we have used a dot department number, b dot department name, that is from second table b dot department name, count star from AMP1 a department b, where we have joined the table by using this column common columns, that is department number is equal to department number. Group by, again we have to group by these two columns, that is department number and department name, and order by count star into this into the descending order. So whatever the count is coming, this will be order into the descending order. And I want only first one row only, as I want, as in the query it has mentioned that highest number of employees working in the salary, so department should be that particular department. So if you run this query, we'll see the output. So this will show the highest number of department highest number of employees who are working in the particular department. So accounts are working 8 employees. So let me erase this part. I will show you remaining departments also. So if I run this, it will show the remaining departments also. So again, department research have 5 employees, sales have 4 employees, new has 3, and likewise. So this is the case. So I hope this part is pretty much clear. So next, move on to the question number 15. List the employee who joined in the company as the same date. So the employees who are joined on the same date, those employees we have to fetch. So select star from EMP1E. So again, employee E1, simply we will work with this particular table EMP1E where higher date in. So higher date should be. So this particular higher date should be. Select higher date from EMP1 where E dot employee number is not equal to employee number. Means why this case in the subquery, why this is written, already we talked in the previous case. This condition states that suppose I am taking this particular employee, higher date, we should fetch the higher date of the employee. Means we are comparing the first table, that is main table EMP1, higher date in means higher date is equal to subquery. In subquery we had written the higher date of EMP1 again from the same table. In the subquery we had written where EMP E dot EMP number should not be equal to EMP number. Means if I am using this higher date, means same employee should not be written. Suppose I am using the 17th of November. This query should not return this particular employee. It should return different employee with same hire date. Suppose this is my hire date. Again, it will search for the same hire date. Let's suppose this is my same hire date. Then this will return this myth. Means hire date should be the employee should be unique. That's why it is written. So let us run this query. So if I run this query, you will see the output. So on the same date, so again you will see 3 December is on 3rd of December, James was hired. Again on the 3rd of December, Ford was hired. 23rd of September, new one was hired. Likewise, 23rd of September, again new two was hired, and Vikas was hired on the same date. So this is the result of the query. Again, I have used another method. I have used simply unique keyword over here. Why unique keyword? Because if at all any duplicate employees are present, those will be eliminated. So if I run this query, we'll see the output. Same output is showing because no duplicate records are there for the same hire date. If at all this clerk was repeated, then the clerk would have shown for the two times. So that's why this unique keyword is useful. Next, question number 16. Print the list of employees listing just salary if the salary is more than 1500. So we have to write just salary when the salary is 15,500, and on target we have to write in front of the salary if the salary is 15,000 and sorry 1500 and below 1500, and we have to write null if salary is less than 1500. So this in this case we need to use case, uh, or we can say the expressions case, that is when and then case, right? So we have to see the, you can see the keyword that is case and end is used here. Means these are conditional statements. So these are the conditional statements. So if this is the case, then what would be the result? That is if and else case, right? So let's see how the output will come. Select employee number. I want from first table employee number. I want e name and I want salary, right? Now after salary, I want to write a particular statement whether this is just salary, whether it is on target or whether it is null. So that's why I have used case. We can say the conditional statement. So case, what is our case? When sal greater than 1500, what is the case? Then we have to write justify salary. So already we have it had been mentioned in the question that just salary you should print if the salary is greater than 1500. Next case, when salary is less or equal to 1500, then you have to print on target. Likewise, else if at all this is not case, then you have to print null, and we have to write end statement. Case, it should be written into case and end statement. In between case and end statement, all the conditional statements should be between case and end. So from EMP1. So if you run this query, you will see the desired output. So you can see here, yes. Now from this query, you will understand that salary is 5,000, it will be just salary. If it is 2850, again it is just salary. If it is 800, it is on target. And if it is nothing, then it will show null. So likewise, this output will come. So next question, question number 17. List those managers who are getting less than his employee salary. So we want the salaries whose managers are getting less salary than the employer. So select star from EMP1A. EMP B means we are self-joining. So again, if you don't know concept of self-join, you can join our previous videos about join. So all the types of join we had covered in that particular video. So select star from EMP1. So one table, and I'm joining this particular EMP1 table with again EMP1 table. So B, I am using the alias name where A dot manager. So this A dot manager is equal to A B dot EMP number. So two tables. So from first table, A dot manager is equal to B dot employee number, where again and A dot sal means sal of employee is greater than B dot salary. So this will fetch the results of employees who is getting more salary than the managers. So, okay. So no employees are present who is getting more salary than the manager. So not an issue. So question number 18. Find out the employees who joined in the company before their managers. So the higher date of the managers can be more than that of the employee. So this is the case. So the employees who are senior to the managers, those employees I want to print. Again, we will use the same concept, that is self-join. Select star from EMP1, comma EMP1B, where A dot manager, again we had joined the two columns with the same condition, that is A dot manager. So this column A dot manager is equal to B dot employee number, and A dot hire date. So this is hire date of the employee is equal to B dot hire date of the manager. So hire date of the employee should be less, means this will be the senior. So let's run this query. Let's see what output is coming. Yes, so you will see the list of employees who are, suppose this is employee number. So this first column, let me show you here. From here, from this is the column of employees. From this to this is the column of employee, and from this part, that is EMP number 1 to last till last, this is of managers. Now let me explain you. So this is employee number 1, whose name is Blake, and his manager is, manager ID is 7839. So 7839 details has been mentioned in front. So 7839 manager name is King, and his hire date is 17th of November. Likewise, the employee working under this manager, that is King, is hired, his hire date is 1st of May 81. Now you can compare 1st of May 81 and 17th of November 81. So who is senior? So May will come earlier than the November. So this employee is senior to the manager. So this column is of manager and this column is of the employee. Second employee is clerk. So clerk, his manager is 7839. So 7839 is 9 is written over here. So the manager details has been written in front. So King, again the King is the manager. His joining date or hire date is 17th of November, and the employee's joining date is 9th of June 81. So again this employee is senior to the manager. So this is the case. So likewise you can fetch the records. So question number 19. List the employees along with the location of those who belongs to the Dallas, New York, with salary ranging from 2000 to 5000, joined in 81. So in this case we will be working only with the EMP1 table, and EMP department also we need to work because location is present in the department. So that's why second table is also useful. So I am fetching, I have shown you the department and employee table. Now select. So what we want to select? Details of employee. So I am fetching employee number, E dot employee number. So table name I have used here E for employee. Then E dot name. So this is name. E dot department. Where is department number? Here it is department number. Then E dot sal. Then D dot location, because this is second table, so that's why department is there. So that's why D name alias given for the second table. D dot location. So this is the column from EMP1 E department D, where E dot department is equal to D dot department. Joining is done. And what is our location? D dot location should be New York or Dallas. So New York or Dallas is the condition. So D dot location in New York, comma Dallas. And what is the case? Again second case, this should be joined on 81. So the joining date should be 81. Again we have used to char method. So what is the use of to char method? This will convert into the string. So e dot hire date, this will convert into the string, that is I want in the I want only last two digits of the year, that is YY, which is equal to in the you can write in the single inverted comma, or you can directly write 81 as it is. So this will compare with the 81. This the higher date whose year is 81, this record will fetch. The higher date whose joining date is 81, this record will fetch. And E dot salary is between. So this is our second case. So the salary should be in 2000 to 5000. So the E dot sal between 2000 to 500, this is the case. So let's try to run this query. We'll see the desired output. Yes, so this is the output. You can see the e name, department number, sal, and location. So this is the answer of this particular query. Now let's move on to the question number 20. So question number 20 is list the managers who are senior to the king and who are junior to the smith. So all the managers I want to fetch who are senior to the king and who are junior to the smith. So let's see one by one. So from department one table, from EMP1 table, we want select star from EMP1. All details I am fetching. where employee number should be. So this employee number should be, I want only the manager. So this employee number in those, this should be equal to select managers from EMP1. So all the managers detail will come. So this is the condition. So we are writing in the subquery, select managers from EMP1. So these managers are compared with this employee number. Where? So what is the case? The higher date should be. So this should be junior and senior to the king. So higher date should be less than. Now from with whom this should be the senior. So I want to compare with the king. So as compared to the king, this manager should be senior. So that's why the higher date should be less of select unique higher date from EMP1 where e name is equal to king. So this sub query will return only the higher date of the king, and this higher date of the king will compare with the higher date of the manager. So the higher date whose higher date of the manager which is less than the higher date of the king, then this will be the this will be the senior. Now second case is this should be with this which should be the junior to the smith. So again higher date should be greater means this will be the junior. Now with whom we are comparing with the smith. So select higher date from the EMP1 where e name is equal to smith. So this will search for the e name, that is smith, and from the smith this will fetch only the higher date. So this higher date will be fetched, and from this query higher date this will be compared with the higher date of the manager. If the higher date of the manager is greater, then the result will fetch. So this is the case. Now, and also manager should be not null. This is the last case. So manager should be not null. So null records will not be fetched. So let us run this query. If I run this query, you will see the desired output. So only there is one employee who is senior to the king and who is junior to the smith, and this is the manager. So I hope this part is pretty much clear. So let's move on to the question number 21. So question number 21 is list the highest paid employee working under the king. So who is highest paid employee which is working under king? So let's see how to determine this query. So select star from EMP1. I want all details of the employees. From this employee, I want to know who is highest paid employee working under king. So employee who is working under the king, this should be highest paid, which should be the highest paid in which is working under the king. So I'll select star from EMP1. I am fetching all the records from the EMP1 table where salary in. So salary I am comparing with the other departments or other employees. So sal in. So what is the sub query? So you can see the sub query over here. Select max salary from EMP1. So maximum salary, who is having maximum salary, this salary will be compared, or this salary will be compared with this salary. So sal in, select max salary from the EMP1 where MGR in. So MGR in, select employee number from the EMP1 where e name is equal to king. So this manager should be king. So MGR in, select employee number. So MGR, this particular MGR will be compared with the employee number of EMP1. So the employee number of EMP1 will be compared whose name is king. If the king name is there and this particular manager is matching, then this will fetch the record, right? So this will give you the maximum salary. So if I run this query, you will see the output like, so we are having only one employee which is highest paid employee working under the king. So I hope this part is pretty much clear. Question number 21. So these were the queries we had covered in the today's class. So this were the advanced queries which might come in your interviews. So if you are going for the any interviews like SQL developer, database developer, or Oracle database developer, so these advanced queries may come in your interviews. So they will ask you to write these particular queries. They will generate a scenario, or they will generate a specific case, and they will ask you to fetch the record as per the conditions. So these are the top 20 advanced level SQL queries, so which might come in your interview. So thank you all. That's all for today's video. So thank you all. So we'll meet in the next video. So all the material associated with these queries I will provide in the description box. So you can download, and I request you all to practice at your end. To improve your coding skills, you have to practice these queries at your end. So thank you all and have a wonderful day. And please do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon.